Judges 19 to 20. So today I read Judges 19 and it was so horrific that I had to read first Judges 20 to see what happened. And so again, it started off with Israel had no king. So when it says that, I immediately think of two things: that God is still their leader, but then it's also that certain people who doesn't follow what God commands then does things that are right in their eyes. So they have a choice to listen to God or not. And then, so this one is, there's a Levite and his concubine, and she was unfaithful to him, so she went to her parents' home, but then he came and he took her, and not sure why his father-in-law kept on asking him to stay, but eventually he left, and he didn't want to spend the night anywhere besides the one with Israelites. So it says right here that he doesn't want to go into any city whose people are not Israelite, probably because he knows of the danger and the wickedness that might befall him if he chooses a city that of people who doesn't honor God. However, when he reached this place and he sat in the city square, I guess that's where the traveler are, then an old man told him that you shouldn't stay here, and eventually took him into his house. But when he was inside the house, I guess this one is Gibeah, and inhabitants of the place were Benjamites. So when he is in this house, then people, the wicked men of the city, surrounded the house. They wanted to have sexual relationship with him. So it's a homosexual, like they've become very depraved to the point that they practice homosexuality. And this is similar to, like, a similar account. What the old man did and what the men of the city did were very similar to the account of Sodom and Gomorrah. Of a Lot. It's Sodom and Gomorrah ending when we read in Lot. And so it got, these people were very depraved. They gave into their sexual lusts, and they not only, so the Bible said that they want to have sex with him, but then they, the old man offer up the virgin daughter and his concubine. But the men would not listen to him. Basically, the old man said, "Don't do such an outrageous thing." But the men would not listen to him. And then, so the man, I'm not sure if this is the guest or if it's the old man. I think it's the guest. Yeah, the guest. The man who had the concubine sent out his concubine, and they rape her and abuse her. And then at dawn they let her go, but then the woman went back into the house, fell down at the door, and lay there until daylight. And then he said to her, "Get up, let's go," but there was no answer. So when I read this, I was thinking she was just not talking. But the problem was that she actually died, as we see in Judges 20. And so she actually died from the abuse. And it's really frustrating to me, even in Lot, when reading Lot and reading this, that they would offer up like virgins or like another, like a female, to satisfy these depraved men's sexual desire when they already don't want that. They want a male. And so instead of fighting for it, they're offering female up, and I think that's just so wrong on so many levels. I hate reading those, but it seems like it was a customary thing to do back then. Because it's written actually twice. And then after that, the Levite, like when I read verse 29 and I thought that she wasn't dead, like I had a feeling like she might be dead, and that's why he did this. But but it didn't say in Judges 19, it said in Judges 20. So he took a knife, cut up his concubine limb by limb, I think, into 12 parts. That's just gross. But that's what happened. And so basically he's inciting anger for this gross thing that has been done by the Benjamites. So then it went on to Judges 20, and then this is where I found out that the woman actually, the Bible said that the husband of the murder woman. So since the Bible said that, we know that the woman was actually murdered. Well, I'm not sure if it's by her husband or by the Benjamites, but but I'm pretty sure it's by the Benjamites, and this is based on the Levites' account, that instead of saying that they tried to have sex with him, he said that they were intending to kill him. I don't know which one is true. I mean, I'm sure the having sex with him is true, but I'm not sure the intending to kill him, if that's what he felt or if that was actually what they intended. But this is what he told them. And so he told them that they raped his concubine and she died, that he took her and cut her into pieces. And he wants to know what they were going to do. And so after that, they decided to go against the Benjamites. And it's good that they actually inquire of the Lord. And there's a note that says that the Ark of the Covenant at that time was there. And a priest was ministering to it. And then so they inquire of the Lord, but the Lord let them fail twice, and then on the third time, then they wholly defeated the Benjamites. And so they pretty much purged the land, burn it up. And so, and I think that's very justified ending for such wicked people. But the thing is that it says that some of the Benjamite did this but then no one else stood up to them. And then when they were being attacked, instead of repenting, they went to war against the Israelite who is carrying out a mission of justice, I believe. So it shows that even within God's people, wickedness can be pervasive and spread, and it has to be judged. It's interesting that God didn't deliver them right away, didn't let them win right away, but they lost 2 battles before they won. So that's what happened, but it's not a very light story.